What if I told you that you don't actually have to feel every emotion that shows up? Anger, anxiety, and overwhelm aren't things that happen to you. They're responses you can learn to control and be in charge of your overall well-being. We live in a world that rewards doing, scrolling, hustling, reacting, while quietly punishing feeling. And no one teaches us how to actually control our mind and emotion, not through suppression or toxic positivity, but with real, neuroscience-backed tools. Stay with me till the end, because if you're one of those who, if someone cuts them off in traffic, instant rage, a text goes unanswered, spiraling anxiety, and one criticism, a crushing self-doubt overwhelms you, you're not living, you're reacting. But here's what neuroscience and ancient Stoic philosophy both agree on. Your emotions don't control you unless you let them. Your mind can be trained. Your emotional responses can be regulated. You can choose how you feel. In this video, we're exploring 7 powerful techniques to control your mind and emotions. These are strategies used by psychologists, backed by brain science, and practiced by the Stoics thousands of years ago. Let's begin with the foundation with Step 1. Understand the gap between event and emotion. Something happens. You feel something. You think the event caused the emotion, but that's not how it actually works. Between the event and your emotion is a thought, and that's where your power lives. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. This means your emotions aren't caused by what happens to you. They're caused by what you tell yourself about what happens. Someone cancels plans. You could think, they hate me, and feel rejected. Or you could think, they're probably busy, and feel understanding. Same event, different thought, different emotion. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, what thought just created this feeling? Once you spot the thought, you can challenge it. And when you challenge it, the emotion loses its grip on you. This is the first step to emotional mastery. Step 2. Name your emotions out loud. Your emotions feel massive when they're vague and swirling inside you. But research from Lisa Feldman Barrett shows that when you name an emotion precisely, you immediately reduce its intensity. This is called affect labeling, and it works like magic. Don't just say, I feel bad. Get specific. I feel disappointed that my project didn't get approved. I feel anxious about the presentation tomorrow. I feel frustrated that I'm not progressing faster. When you name it, your brain shifts from the emotional center, the amygdala, to the thinking center, the prefrontal cortex. Put simply, this means you move from reacting to processing, from chaos to clarity. Try it right now. What emotion are you carrying today? Name it. Say it out loud. Feel how naming it creates distance between you and the feeling. You're not the emotion. You're the observer of the emotion. That distance is controlled. Step 3. Practice the pause before you react. You cannot control the first thought that appears. You cannot control the first wave of emotion, but you absolutely can control what you do next. That's where emotional intelligence lives, in the pause. Marsha Linehan, who developed dialectical behavior therapy, teaches a technique called stop. Stop, take a breath, observe, proceed mindfully. This means interrupting your automatic reaction with conscious awareness. Someone says something hurtful. Your first impulse is to snap back. But if you pause, just 5 seconds, you give your rational brain time to catch up. You can ask yourself, will reacting this way help or hurt? Is this emotion proportional to what actually happened? As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That, in essence, signifies that your power isn't in controlling what happens. It's in controlling your response. The pause is your superpower. Before we continue, count yourself as an exception for making it this far. Most people never question their emotions. They just ride the roller coaster. But you're learning to drive. That's real strength. Step 4. Reframe negative thoughts immediately. Your mind is a meaning-making machine. It takes neutral events and spins stories, usually negative ones. For instance, when someone doesn't smile at you, your mind might say, they don't like me. When you make even a little mistake, your mind might whisper, you're a failure. Aaron Beck's cognitive behavioral therapy is built on this truth. Thoughts create emotions, and distorted thoughts create unnecessary suffering. This means changing the thought changes the feeling. Practice cognitive reframing. When you catch a negative thought, immediately ask, is there another way to see this? What would I tell a friend in this situation? What's the evidence for and against this thought? Maybe that person didn't smile because they're stressed. Maybe that mistake is a chance to learn. Same situation, Different frame, different emotion. Jack Kornfield teaches, the trouble is, you think you have time. Don't wait to reframe. Do it immediately. Every second you rehearse a negative thought, you strengthen that neural pathway. Reframe fast. Feel better faster. Step 5. Use your body to shift your mind. Here's something most people don't know exists. Your emotions live in your body before they live in your mind. If you examine yourself, you'll realize that your anxiety shows up as a tight chest, your anger shows up as clenched fists, and your sadness appears as heavy shoulders. Antonio Damasio's research on the mind-body connection shows that changing your physiology changes your emotional state. This means you can use your body to regulate your mind. When feeling overwhelmed shows up, take 10 deep breaths. Whenever you're anxious, go for a walk. And if you're angry, do jumping jacks until you're tired. Sound too simple? It's not. Your nervous system responds to physical input faster than mental reasoning. Thich Nhat Hanh teaches that breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Put simply, this means your breath is a direct line to emotional regulation. It's always available. It always works. Don't just think your way out of emotions. Move your way out. Step 6. Create distance with the observer mindset. You are not always your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the consciousness that experiences them. This might sound philosophical, but it's the key to emotional freedom. Eckhart Tolle teaches about the power of presence, the ability to watch your thoughts and emotions without being consumed by them. This means developing what psychologists call metacognition, thinking about your thinking. Next time emotion rises, try saying, I notice I'm feeling anxious, instead of, I am anxious. See the difference? One puts you inside the emotion. The other puts you above it, observing it. Jon Kabat-Zinn's mindfulness-based stress reduction is built on this principle, that awareness itself is transformative. This means you don't always need to change the emotion. Sometimes just watching it without judgment is enough. Emotions are like clouds. You can watch them pass, or you can get caught in the storm. Choose to watch. Step 7. Build emotional resilience through daily practice. Control isn't something you achieve once. It's something you practice daily. Your mind is like a muscle. It gets stronger with consistent training. Barbara Fredrickson's research on positive psychology shows that small daily practices build emotional resilience over time. This means you don't need massive changes. You need consistent, tiny shifts. Start a daily routine. 5 minutes of meditation. Journaling 3 things you're grateful for. A walk without your phone. Reading something that expands your mind. These aren't just nice habits. They're emotional regulation training. Seneca wisely taught, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. That in essence signifies that every time you practice controlling your response, you're building stronger neural pathways. You're literally rewiring your brain for emotional mastery. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Practice daily, then sit back and watch your emotional control grow. My beloved viewers, controlling your mind and emotions isn't about becoming a robot without feelings. It's about becoming the master of your inner world instead of its prisoner. It's about choosing your responses instead of being controlled by your reactions. In the comments below, share which technique you're trying first. Let's learn from each other. We're all on this journey toward emotional mastery together. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so YouTube alerts you when we release a new video. Your calm, controlled future self is waiting. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.